Ibrahim, from soldier to president, the man changing Africa forever. This war has brought us together. And from this struggle, AES was born. AES will change Africa. It will change the world. One man is leading the charge, Ibrahim. Just a few years ago, he was like many of us, searching for a way to secure a better future for his country, Burkina Faso. Today, he's using smart investments to build wealth across Africa. How did he do it? In this video, we'll break down S' journey and the strategies he used to create economic opportunities. Stick around because by the end, you'll have practical tips to grow your own wealth using Africa's untapped potential. Ibrahim's first big move, real estate. Africa's cities are growing fast. Saw the potential in places like Ouagadougou and Abidjan. He started by investing in affordable housing, ensuring that locals had access to quality homes while building long-term wealth. Tapping into agriculture. Burkina Faso has vast farmland, yet much of its potential was untapped. Invested in farming and food processing, focusing on high-demand crops like millet and sorghum. By selling to both local and international markets, his investments grew rapidly. Going digital, e-commerce and fintech. Africa's digital economy is booming. Created an online marketplace that connects African artisans with global buyers. This allowed local businesses to reach international customers, boosting profits across the continent. But he didn't stop there. With millions of Africans using mobile banking, invested in fintech startups like mobile payment platforms. These innovations are changing how Africans access financial services in. His investments are already paying off. Strategic investments in the stock market. As his wealth grew, diversified into Africa's stock exchanges. Focusing on booming sectors like telecommunications and finance. This allowed him to expand his financial influence across multiple industries. What's next for? Ibrahim has proven that smart investments can transform a nation. His journey from military officer to economic strategist is reshaping Burkina Faso and Africa as a whole. Now, it's your turn. Which of these investment strategies interests you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on building wealth in Africa. From soldier to president. The rise of Ibrahim. How did a young soldier rise from the battlefield to become the president of an entire nation? This is the incredible story of Ibrahim, the youngest president in the world. In this video, we'll break down his journey, the bold decisions he made, and what his leadership means for the future of Burkina Faso. Stay tuned, because his rise to power is reshaping Africa. The early years, born in the small town of Bondekai, grew up witnessing political instability. He knew that true change required strong leadership. He joined the military at a young age and quickly rose through the ranks, earning a reputation for discipline and strategy. By 2022, Burkina Faso was in crisis. Terrorism was rising, and people were frustrated with the government's failure to restore security. The 2022 coup, seeing his country on the brink, and a group of military officers launched a coup in September 2022, overthrowing the transitional government. At just 34 years old, he became Burkina Faso's interim president. But taking power wasn't his only goal. He had a vision. He focused on securing the nation, empowering local communities to defend themselves, and calling for a government that worked hand in hand with its people. Challenges ahead. Burkina Faso still faces terrorism, economic instability, and international pressure. But many believe that S' military background and strong leadership could steer the country toward stability. What do you think? Can bring lasting peace to Burkina Faso? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to hear more stories of Africa's rising leaders, make sure to subscribe to Noble Black News. Africa's fight for economic freedom. For decades, former French colonies have been trapped in an outdated monetary system. The CFA franc, controlled by France, has held back African nations from achieving true financial independence. But now, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are saying no more. These nations are forming a new economic alliance to break free from Western control. In this video, We'll expose the shocking truth about the CFA franc and how these revolutionary leaders are fighting for economic freedom. The hidden trap of the CFA franc. Created in 1945, the CFA franc was designed to keep African economies dependent on France. Even after independence, former colonies were forced to deposit 50% of their reserves in French banks. This meant that France still controlled their economies. Worse, the CFA franc is tied to the euro, making African exports expensive and uncompetitive. This prevents countries from growing their industries and keeps them stuck in poverty. Mali's first attempt to break free. In 1962, Mali tried to leave the CFA system by creating its own currency, the Malian franc, but France retaliated hard, cutting economic ties and destabilizing the country. Within 2 decades, Mali was forced back into the CFA system. For over 30 years, no other country dared to challenge French financial control until now. The Sahel Alliance, a new era of independence. In 2023, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso joined forces to create the Alliance of Sahel States. Originally a defense pact, this alliance has now become a full political and economic union aimed at breaking free from French control. A bold declaration. In early 2024, these nations announced plans to abandon the CFA franc and create a new currency. Burkina Faso's Ibrahim was the first to challenge France, stating, "Everything we've done has surprised you, hasn't it? More changes might still surprise you. And it's not just about currency, we will break all ties that keep us in slavery." Niger's leader, General Abdourahmane Chiani, reinforced this stance. Currency is a sign of sovereignty. Our nations will no longer be France's cash cows. What this means for Africa? This bold move could reshape the continent. If Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso succeed, other African nations might follow their lead. This could mark the beginning of true economic independence for millions of Africans. A revolution in the making. For too long, African nations have been held back by neocolonial financial systems. But a new era is here. Will this revolution succeed? Or will Western powers fight back like they did in Mali's failed attempt in 1962? Let us know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more updates on Africa's fight for economic freedom. Thank you for watching. Your support means everything. If you found this video insightful, hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Noble Black News.
So we can thank God that there were no fatalities. I'm going to visit the place where the rocket fell. But know one thing, those who are there to protect you, who unfortunately caused the incident because you see them posted around, they surely tire you out a lot these days every morning because they have been reinforcing security for several months, which leads to searches and issues, but it's for you. It's so that no one can come here to harm you because you are very important. It's a strategic location. It was in the context of the training era that, while trying to check a number of things, unfortunately, someone accidentally fired the shot. Those who were nearby and the one who triggered it were also injured. So they were transported to Delgado that day. Thank God they have left Delgado, with some after effects of course, because a rocket is unforgiving, especially in the hand area.
Thank you for watching Noble Black News, where we strive to bring you the real stories and perspectives that truly matter. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your community, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Together, let's continue to uncover the untold stories and celebrate the achievements of the global Black community. Stay tuned for more powerful stories. Until next time.